doing?
Evan, hi, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Evan Brown walking over straight from practice. Evan, I'm most curious about asking you just about the vibe with the team. What was it like showing up to practice today? Like, what happened? What was the vibe?
Yeah, I think it's just, can't get too high with highs, can't get too low with lows. You got to come to work every week and go out and, treat every week as it's a 1 week game. It's your one practice of the week for that day, and just go out and attack each day the same way every time.
Evan, I coach high school football, right? And every time we have like some type of trick play, I go over to the referees and go, "Hey man, watch for this. This is going to happen. Our guys will have enough guys on the line. Like, don't worry." Do you go and talk to them about the head bob? Because sometimes they'll call a false start on you, and sometimes I go, "He just did the same thing, and there was no flag thrown." Is that a conversation you have?
Yeah. I mean, it's doing the same thing each week, and trying to keep it consistent. Just got to do our best to not, make it look like we're trying to draw them off sides, I guess.
That's so tough.
Yeah.
That's got to be frustrating.
Yeah, can't let one play affect you, Just got to move on from them, I guess.
This is what we're going to do after the season. We're going to go have a beer. You're going to tell me how you really feel about that. Because I feel like you think you're going to get fined, like the refs are listening or something. So I got you. We'll talk later.
Well, they typically help you out, though, right? I mean, I've had. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you have conversations with them about stuff, after the fact. So,
yeah.
See.
Hey, how different was it with? I thought Drew did a great job. Just tell us about his demeanor. I mean, I don't think he took reps during the week, right? Because we thought Gino, or did he get?
No, he took a couple. Took half most of Thursday and all of Friday in there with us. So he did a great job. He came out and led us out there and commanded the offense well. And obviously, no matter your first time with the team or a 10-year start, there's always things you can do better, always things you can improve on. So just learning from the reps. And I think he did a fantastic job with us.
Was Gino able to work today with you guys?
I believe so. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
He's we just walked.
You're not going to be in trouble. Yeah, we're going to hear from Carolyn.
Stacey, you're going to get him in trouble.
Yeah, you're not going to be in trouble. He will get the same question and he'll say the same thing. But that way we know for our own conversation. But yeah, it's really interesting. We've gotten a lot of questions from people that are going, God, did I just when you get into a place where you don't want to be as a team, right? Which that's not hurting anyone's feelings to say you guys don't want to be, sitting at 500 or below. You want to be better than
that. Of course,
yeah. We've gotten a lot of questions about overall talent, and Bump and I tend to agree with this one that there's more talent than the record would indicate. How much do you truly believe in that when you look around just the offensive room?
Yeah, I definitely think we've got talent, playmakers, guys who can play very well all across the board, and I think it just comes down to executing as all 11 on the field at the same time. The arguments always go, a defense can have guys get beat and one guy make a great play, and play worked out great for them. Offense, you have 10 guys do it great and one guy get beat, and it's a bad play. So it's just about all 11 doing their job each play, play in and play out, and putting as many of those in a row together as you can.
Every week I watch you guys' film, and I see Shane add a little wrinkle there, a little wrinkle here. What do you think of the progression of the offense this year? Am I seeing that correctly? Is Shane opening up the playbook for you guys a bit more every single week? And what does that do for the offensive line as far as his excitement about the game plan?
Yeah, I think it's it's a combination of things. Got to have wrinkles here, different changes there. Given different looks depending on what we think is going to work well this week. What maybe a team doesn't do well. What they do well. May take some things away, but open other things with what you do. So I think it's just about attacking each team based upon what they give you, and executing those plays that you have in that week.
Evan, we always talk about how the offensive line, needs to be together and, need to, play beside one another and get the consistency and stuff. Is that maybe overdone? Because you guys are all in the room together. And, does it make that big of a difference for you as far as like communication with your two guards? Is that as advertised?
Yeah, it's definitely, I've always said, you have your practice reps together, you have, preseason, but nothing beats a game rep. So, yeah, the communication between guys is interchangeable and that kind of things, but it's just kind of and at least, the way I think about it is just how your combinations fit, whether it's, pass pro to run pro, different combinations, guys play it differently. They've just based upon how they're comfortable with it, their technique may change, forcing, your technique when you're working with them to change. So it's just about knowing who you're working with and knowing how they set, how they play each block and, playing off that.
Evan, if I said you get $50 million if you complete this task, you have to choose a player on the team that is not an offensive lineman, and you have like 3 days to teach him how to play center, and he has to start in your place, who are you choosing?
Oh, man.
That's tough.
It could be Tyler Lockett. He's a smart guy.
Witherspoon.
Yeah.
Witherspoon.
gotta have somebody with a little size.
leverage.
Right?
Little size, smart.
You get $50 million.
Can't pick a defensive guy because don't know the playbook. I'm probably taking my guy Disley.
I was gonna
Okay.
say, you got
I'm taking Dis
Right.
and I'm throwing him in there. Smart guy, knows what he's doing. That's my answer for sure.
What if it was one of us?
It's gotta be Dave.
I think I'm going with you there. You got
Okay, that's fine.
biggest in the room.
Fine.
That's the best I got to go off of
Whatever.
there.
I'm going to show you my knee after.
It's a little
we
beat
get
up.
done here.
I've got help on my
feel
side.
that.
He is Evan Brown. Thankfully, he will be playing at center and not us or Will. No offense to Will. Evan, thank you so much for
Thanks,
joining us.
Evan.
We
Definitely appreciate
it.
you. Thanks for having me.